Hey Rudy, how you doing? How's it going? Oh no. On your way to the hospital, your drainer came out. Great. Well, it's the retrograde, so I'm not surprised that things are going wonky for a lot of people. It's shitty. I hope everything works out and you get better. Just try and stay positive as you can. Cool spirit. Tell them to help you, and you should be all right. Always your birthday is on Monday. Yeah. Well, let's hope that you'll be fine on your birthday. Yeah, I could imagine. That's one place that I beg not to go every day. So I know how you must feel. I that's one place that I beg God not to put me in. Give me anything else but that shit. I do not want to be nowhere near no fucking hospital. So it's always something, Rudy. I just wish that everything works out for you and you don't have to deal with this bullshit. Or try not to say that or think that. Let's just say, try and say, this is the year that it's not gonna happen. That's what you gotta do. You gotta say, this is the year it's not gonna happen. Hey, Steven, how you doing? Well, let's hope to God you don't. Let's pray that pray that you're okay. Pray that you're okay. Yeah, that's the best thing to do is stay positive as you can, Rudy. Because ain't nobody gonna be positive for you except yourself. And if you can stay positive, then that reflects on the energy that's around you. So that's why I say what I say. Just try and stay positive as you can. And understand that, these things are happening for something better to come. So, Stephen, you said you're here and not. Okay. It's the retrograde, guys. It's going to be fucked up shit happening. So, it's life. Hey, Lucky. All right, Rudy. Wish you luck. Wishing you positive vibes when you go. Cool. Have fun. This weather's looking so dumb. So annoying. One minute it's windy, one minute it's sunny, then it's cloudy. It's not easy. Shit. with me. Oh, come on, thing. Are you acting up now? Da-da-da-da, da-da-da. Mm. So annoying. Stupid thing. Steven, thanks for the donation. You can ask your questions when you're ready. So annoying. So annoying. This stupid thing. All right, cool. I can't remember what I was going to tell you. Interesting. These 240. Today's Thursday. Steven, I would say that your mother's house is gonna probably come to you, and maybe not. If you have like a sister or something like that, it might be between the both of you. Or if you're the only child, then I would say that it's coming to you. But if you're not the only child and there's a sister, I would say it's between you and her. You'll get it. You know, I would say that's the case. There's still going to be some disappointment here and there, but but I would say to answer your question, is your mother's house coming to you? Then I would say, yeah, it is. But it's probably coming to you and someone else, like and another woman. Because I got a woman here. It's either it's going to you and your sister, or it could be like you getting it from your sister, giving her your half or letting you live there or something like that. So I would say it looks good for you getting it or being a part of it. I would say that. Hey Sonny, how you doing? Hey Marley. Hope you guys are doing good. All right, your next question, Steven, is what the Kennedy have in store for you, or what does Kennedy have in store for you? Well, as far as this person, Kennedy, and what they have in store for you, if this person is a man, then I would say they got pretty good things in store with you. I would see that if this person's known you for a long time, then I would say you and this person have already have a good friendship or a good relationship. And I feel like this person can help you, or if you need their help, they can help you, right? Hey, Tanya. And whatever is in the past can come to light now in the present and into the future, and this person can help you make better investments or do something to help you make your life better overall. So I would say this Kennedy person can definitely help you if you need their help. All right, especially if this person is like a part of your life and has been a part of your life for a while. I would say they're willing to help you if you need their help. So they have good things in store for you if you want them. All right, and then you said, "Will you ever be well off?" Well, that depends on how life, how you deal with life. Because you could be a millionaire right now. I can give you $1 million right now, right? I can give you $1 million right now. If I had it, I would, right? And then you can go right now and go buy $1 million house and have nothing left. So you're not well off. So your decisions in life, right? Your decisions in life depend on whether you're well off or not. As far as you being well off in the next year or so, I'm still getting no. It's still going to be like some time before. I would say the only way you're going to be more well off is if you actually have this house that you want and you're well off that way. So until you get settled into a house, so for instance, you asked me your first question, is your mother's house coming to you? And I see that it's very possible that it will, right? So if it does come to you and it does, that house will make you well off. It'll be an investment. It'll be something that you can sell, you can live, so you can be well off. And because I got the four wands at the end, and that tells me like a home. You being peaceful at a home that you need and want. So until the day that you get into that home or you have a concrete place to live, then that's when you'll be well off. So that's the answer to that. But in the next year or so, I don't see you like being well off money wise, if that's what you ask. But you can be well off material wise and value wise by having that house. So if you have no sister, right, and that you know that how your mother's house is coming to you, then I would say, yeah, that's when you'll probably get it because you might be the next of kin or whatever. I don't know how the law works where you are, but sometimes the law depends on whether or not you get things, right? If there's a will and you're in it, then bang, you're in it. If there is no will, right, then it obviously goes to the next person. So if you're the next person in line, for instance, if you're an early child, then it goes to you. And if you're the oldest, it usually goes to you if there is no will and if the law is like that where you live. Sometimes it might go to all the children. So you have to pick the bones out of that. You're related to Kennedy? Okay, good. Well, if you need Kennedy's help, then or if you want to talk to that person, they will gladly talk to you. So I get good things with the Kennedy vibe. Um, I'm having a sale right now, but you have to pay by PayPal. It's $10 for 3 questions. There's a sale on right now. I won't be on here too long, but I'm having a PayPal sale only. So you can get 3 questions for 10. So you're basically getting a free question for, and you're getting 3 questions for 10. So I'm just doing this little flash sale PayPal only. No super chats. Unless you are getting regular shit. You're welcome, Steven. Shut up, you damn bird. Well, sometimes you got to keep mentioning it like this and like put it in the chat as well. Like your moderators, hint, hint, me and other people that are in there. Next time you have a sale, just let me know and I'll come in there and I'll like spam the chat with it. So that way we can help you. Because if it's pinned at the top, some people are so dumb they don't even know, they don't even look. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because some people don't even, they're clueless. Because you know what people do? They're like, oh, look at Mark. Oh, look at his hat. Oh, look at the TV in the back. Oh, look at that. Oh, look, he's got a step. Oh, look, he's got a Swifter in the background. Oh, fuck, you having a sale? Oh, shit, I wish I would have known. Stop being so fucking pokey and pay attention. You know? You fucking paid attention, then you'll know. It's just like when I had the first flash sale. Everybody's like, oh, I didn't know. If I knew, I would have came. Well, that's your problem. Pay attention. Every time I come in somebody's room, I always pay attention. I'm always want to know what's going on, like, and what's the theme of the day. My TV's getting wonkers over here. Fuck. The goat. See the goat? Yeah. But you know how you have like when I used to do sales like a while ago, I had StreamYard, right? And on the bottom of the other thing, it used to go right along the bottom here on a banner. I used to have flash sale, $10 for 3 questions, right? And then I used to have like you know, you can save your question for later if you want, shit like that. I used to have all this shit running along the bottom, you know, like I used to have a board, a banner on the bottom here, but I had to, but the thing is, you got to pay for StreamYard. So it was like $25 a month. So it was like, and then they started putting the price up more and more. And then you had to buy like a serious package in order to have all these little gadgets and shit. And I'm like, man, fuck that. I ain't worried about that shit. Look, I'm just gonna put it up in the chat. Whoever pays attention, pays attention. Your loss ain't my problem. Don't ever say I don't do no sales and all that shit. But see, what I do is I just post it up in the chat. You know, sometimes I just highlight it. Like this. I'll highlight it. I'll click copy, and then I'll put it right back in the chat like this. Boom. See, bang. That's what I'll do. So that way I copy and paste it right in the chat. So when anybody comes in here, they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, Mark's having a sale. 3 questions for 10 PayPal early. Oh, Mark sucks because he's not doing super chat." Well, if I do super chat, it's not really a sale because I get screwed over by uh taking 30% out of my earnings. So it's not really, a sale if I do it with super chat, you know? So if I do it like that, people know when they come in here. And plus, I'll mention it. But, you know, if you don't do it yourself, Marley, then you can get one of us to do it in the chat. But usually I can do it myself. It's not a big deal. I just did it, so it's not big of a deal. And if anybody wants the PayPal link, then it's very easy. It's right inside the thing. So yeah, anybody who super chats me, I don't get 30% of it. So that's why I rather do PayPal sales. At least I get, 90%, 95% of the money. Yeah, I pin it, but I also post it in the chat. But the next time you do it, Marley, and I'm in there, I'll gladly post it in there for you. Because I used to do it for everybody back in the day, and for myself, obviously. Because I don't want like 10 million mods in my fucking room for nothing. It's not like I have 20 people in here every day. Fucking thing. Gotta keep switching it. That's what I said, screw 'em. Not my problem. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people ask me if I have. The only reason I do sales is because people ask me, or like I just try to give back to the people that give to me. Like sometimes it doesn't hurt to answer a free question because some people want a free question, but I'm gonna make you pay indirectly for that free, for something in order for me. So by me having this type of sale, like right now, you're paying me $10 and you're getting a free question. You're getting like a bonus question, right? So, I can, I'm not gonna like sit there and do that. I'm just gonna do whatever I can because PayPal only takes 5% of my earnings, whereas YouTube takes 30. So I don't want to have to like say, okay, well, for those of you who super chat, in order for me to get my $10, then you got to give me $13.29. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So that's like fucking you over type of thing because you're paying more and you're not even getting the sale. But because I get 30% taken off, then what do you expect me to do? I'm not going to take the L for that. So that's why if you have PayPal, then you'll benefit off of the sale. Whereas last time I did 12.50 for super chat people. So that way at least I got the $10 out of the 3 questions, which I was gonna do this time. And if anybody wants to do it like that, then that's fine. But I just don't really I can't really justify that because that's fucking annoying. Because some people were like, don't even care. And they just think that, oh, yeah, you know. But I know what I have to do. I'm smart. So I'm going to give you the answers. But I'm not going to sit here and elaborate because you're not giving me the full money. So, and some people act like they don't know. So I'm going to act like I'm answering your question fully too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's all good. It's life. I just do it every now and then. When I get a chance, like right now, I have some time. So I said, let me come on here and like, do a sale. See if anybody who wants one, they can have one. So it's all good. I agree, Steven. Being a good person does lead to the soul. It's good to be a good person. Being a good person is good karma. Good karma for yourself and for people who actually, care about you and like you. My dog's sprawled out here on the tile, snorting away and snoring away. Crazy ass dog. Smash and grab. Mm. So yesterday I asked my sister to talk to her friend about where my grandfather's grave is because no one ever told us where it is. So we actually got the location of the grave. We got it today. So I might go down there later on today or tomorrow. I might go visit my grandfather at the grave. I've never visited him there, and I would like to. It's only like about like 10 minutes away. So we gave the lady the name and gave him like because my dad gave me some information before he died because I wanted to know like about the family and about his dad and the information that I had was correct. So the only thing I don't have is my grandfather's actual birthday. I know it's in April, but I don't know what the date is. I know the year he was born, but I don't know the exact date. But I know it's definitely April. And he died in November 9th of 1976, which is a year before I was born. And we got his name and all that, so obviously. So yeah, we got that sorted out today, which was great. I'm actually really happy. And my sister said that, I'm so glad you mentioned this because nobody cares. And I'm like, of course nobody fucking cares. Because none of us really saw our grandfather, just my oldest siblings, but they don't care. You know, I do. I've never seen my grandfather in real life. Obviously, I can see him in spirit whenever I want. But hey, Ashley, how you doing? But I just want to know where his grave is so I can put something on it or see if the plaque is on there or see if it needs another one or I can always make one or do something to honor his memory and stuff. So like that's what I want. I don't want it to be fucked up like that. That's nobody cares. And my uncle, he's a jackass. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about his own father and all that. So I do, and I'm gonna do something about it. I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna make sure that he's okay, that his grave's okay, and the plaque is there and all that stuff. Ashley, I got your donation. Thank you. You can ask your questions when you're ready. Yeah, it is cool, man. I just thought it would be nice to do because I don't want you know I want my family to do things the right way. Uh, I mean, I'll do the health questions, but you got to remember, I'm not a doctor. I can't you know, I'm not going to be able to I can tell you what spirit can tell you spiritually through the health questions and what they're going to tell me in the cards, but that's something that it depends on the question pretty much. I won't be able to tell you when you're going to die or how you're going to die. I can't tell you that. I can't tell you to take I can be able to determine what medication because I did that with Claudia. She asked me if she had the right cream for something, and then I told her which one was right, and it was. So spirit does things like that, but I do health questions though. I do, but like I said, some people's health questions are ridiculous. Like, do you think I'm gonna die in the next year? Uh, I'm not gonna answer that. Which I know you're not gonna ask me that, but all right. You want to know where your dad pulled through? Like, see, that's like kind of asking me if he's gonna die. I can tell you like what the energy is around him for his health. Let me just check. Well, from what I get here, it doesn't look that great. It looks like it's gonna take time for him to get better. Um, it looks like they don't know what's exactly gonna going on with him, possibly, and it's gonna be a slow process. And because he's not already in a good state, he's like in a lower quality state of health. His health might not be as great as it is right now. It might not be that great, I mean, his health. So because of that, he fears that he's not going to get better and he fears that it's going to get worse. And I do get disappointment here and sadness and disappointment and feeling sorry about how this whole thing is gonna pan out. So I would say it doesn't look good for him. It doesn't look that good. I mean, I can't, I won't predict any death or anything, but I don't really see that. But even if I did, it won't be for me to determine. But it doesn't look that good. I feel like him himself, he's sad and he's mentally drained and he might be crying or he might see people crying around him and be very disappointed because he's making people sad. And that's what I see. And it doesn't seem that great. I don't get nothing like tragic or like, oh my God, that type of shit. But like, I do see like him having a hard time, coping with his health. So I would say it doesn't look good and it doesn't look bad. It looks like, so right now. It looks like, they might have to do tests, check him out, see what's going on. If he's already been sick, then he's going to remain that way for another couple days or, I don't really get nothing like he's going to be fully healed and, all that type of shit. I don't get that. But I do see like, a slow process, a very slow process. Yeah. Yeah, I do get a slow process there. I feel like he'll be back home. Like if he's at the hospital now, then I would say he'll be back home in a couple days to a week. I got four twice. So it's either 4 days he'll be back home or in 4 days it looks like he'll be better. So I'm not getting like a tragic situation here or nothing like that. I just get that it's going to be complicated and difficult, but I asked by the end of the month, will he be better? And it says yes. So the four wands also tells me that he'll be back at home or he'll be, in a home situation where he'll be okay. So by the end of the month or in the next 4 days, you should hear more news or something that will make you feel better about the whole situation. So it doesn't look that bad, actually. You're welcome. I hope your dad does get better and I hope he's okay. I just lost my dad a month ago, so it's fucked up. It still hasn't sunk in yet, you know? It really hasn't. It feels actually weird because I go to the house like every other day and I see my mom and I don't see him, and it's like it still hasn't rang a bell in my brain yet. Sometimes I think that he's coming back, or because I've seen him in spirit, it feels like like it's a dream still or something. It's very weird how it feels. But at the end of the day, just try and be there for him and just, make sure you see him, make him happy, make him, know that you're there for him, and that will heal him. If you want to heal him, seeing is healing, seeing you, seeing people around him, giving him courage and giving him, the sense of, people actually care about me. If he doesn't have that, then he won't have a sense of living. You know what I mean? Because my mom, she's like, she doesn't want to like be in the world anymore. She wants to die and go with my dad. And I'm like, Mom, that's not gonna happen. You don't think like that, and that's not gonna fucking happen. So every day I try to go down there and cheer her up, call her 2, 3 times a day, get her mind off of things. When I called her last night, she was crying. And I said, Mom, cut that shit out, you know? Oh, well, you don't know. I said, Mom, you gotta, I'm not asking you to get over dad over 2 minutes in a month. I'm just saying, like, just understand that this is the way it's going to be, and you gotta be strong now. Like, you know? Like, come on, Mom. Fuck. You know, everybody you know has gone through this, and everybody's surviving. Everybody's okay. All your sisters were widows for years. You know, now it's your turn. This is just life. I know it's fucked up. I know I can tell you a million times, like, and I'm not telling you to forget that and get over that. No, I'm just saying, like, just be more positive and understand that this is the way life is now. So do your best for dad, you know? And I said, look, he's here in spirit every day. You can talk to him. You're not going to go senile and crazy. I said, even that lady at church told you that she talks to her husband ever since he's been dead and talks to him in spirit. See? And he listens. And you can do the same thing. You're not crazy. It's just the way it is. You could talk to spirit every day. And you should be talking to your parents every day anyway in real life if they're alive. You should be taking care of your parents all the time. Check in on them every day. It gives your parents a sense of wanting to be alive. Because when we get older, we don't give a shit about our parents. A lot of people don't. How do you think they feel? You know, don't just move on and just neglect your parents. You know, they're the ones who bring you in the world and gave you shit and made you who you are. A lot of the times that's the case. A lot of times it isn't. I'm just talking about, what I'm talking about. If your parents have done a lot for you, do a lot for them. They're getting older, so you got to take care of them. Like, don't be an idiot. Because when they're dead and gone, you're gonna need them in spirit. Trust me, you are going to need them. Believe me. Okay? I'm not trying to lecture anybody and tell people how life is. You should already know that. You know, don't be an idiot. Take care of your mom and dad. They're only here for so long. And then if you take care of them now, when they're in spirit, they're gonna take care of you. That's how it works. And believe me, it does work that way. It definitely works that way. So please take care of your family. Please. And that's why when my dad died, everybody came to me. A lot of people came to me. Oh, Mark, now that your dad's gone, you know, oh, you got to take care of your mother. And I'm looking at him like, Mark, don't say nothing because they don't know you. They don't know anything about you. Because the people who are saying that to me were like people who don't know me, right? So I had to remind a few people at the funeral and at the cemetery and through life through this last month. They're like, oh, make sure you take care of your mother, She needs you more now than ever. I said, let me tell you something. I've been taking care of both my parents for the past 10, 15 years. Every single week, every day. Every other day, I'm there. My dad used to come here 3 times a week to watch football on his bike when he was retired. My dad's been retired for 7 years before he died. He retired at 75, not 65. 75, my dad worked right up until. And when he got worse and worse, I had to cut the grass, paint the house, do everything at that house. I renovated that house. I take my parents to all their appointments. I do it now again with my mom. Took her to her haircut appointment, took her to the grocery store. I took her yesterday to go get some bath mats for her bathroom. This morning I went down there and helped her clean her bathroom and take the curtains off so she can wash them. I bring her lunch today and dinner. What the fuck do you do for your parents? So if you don't do those things for your parents, then don't tell me that I have to take care of my parents. I know what I'm doing. You need to take care of your damn parents because I know I do. And I try not to get mad at people, right, when they say shit like that to me. But it's like they look at me and downgrade me already and judge me, act like I'm not doing nothing. You know who the fuck I am? I take care of my parents more than a lot of people do in this world. Trust me. I should have a goddamn trophy for the amount of times I take care of my parents. Yeah, exactly. Just be there for your mom, Ashley. Yeah, even if you can't take, even if she doesn't want you to take care of her and she's stubborn, my mom's the same way. See, if you can't, if they don't want you to take care of them, then at least acknowledge them, like talk to them. Hey, mom, you okay? You need anything? Or, hey, mom, I'm going to come visit you. Hey, mom, I'll talk to you on the phone as long as you want. Hey, mom, you need this? Just like being available to them makes them feel like they're loved and they're cared for. And trust me, my mom's stubborn as hell. She don't want nobody to sleep at our house, and I don't need nobody this and that. Oh, I don't want this. I don't need that. Oh, you don't have to buy that. This and that. Blah blah blah. I'm like, woman, just shut the fuck up and let me do what I can for you. That's why I don't even say nothing. Hey Dan, how you doing, bro? Like this morning, I called my mom and said, hey mom, what you doing? Nothing. I'm just in this world. I'm cleaning my bathroom. But I want to take these curtains down. They said, well, I'm coming down there. Oh, you don't have to come down there just for that. I said, no, mom, I'm coming down there. I have lasagna left over from last night, right? So I'm bringing lasagna for you to eat for lunch. And I got a couple pieces of ham that I'm going to give you for your dinner. Yeah? Okay, well, yeah, you don't have to, but if you want to come down there, fine. I said, I'm on my way. Ran down there, gave her the food. She ate the lasagna for lunch, and she's gonna eat the rest for dinner. Right? I told her, "What else do you need?" Oh, I need eggs and I need paper towel. I got that for her today, and I'm gonna probably take it down there later on tonight. I live 7 minutes away from my mom, give and take. I can just go down there, no problem. It's okay, and I've been doing that all this time. And even if I don't go down there, I'm going to call her and make sure she's okay and make sure she has everything she needs. And everyone in this room should do the exact same thing if you still have your mother living. Okay? Even if you live far away, just call them. Okay? You know, for the love of God, take care of your parents. Okay? God wants that. And if you do that, they're going to take care of you. Yeah? I'll go blue in the damn face telling you this shit. All right, Ashley, let me check. Well, I feel like Tay is feeling like uncertain about the efforts that he puts in and he doesn't mind remaining friends and remaining talking to each other, but he doesn't want to like be more than that. It looks like he feels that you guys don't really see eye to eye with more than being friends, and that's why he wants to remain that way. And he just feels like he's more confident that way by being friends than being more than that, because he probably can't handle it or doesn't really or feels uncertain about his efforts, so that's why he doesn't go further. And he'd rather be alone at this time, because I'm getting like loneliness or being alone or being disconnected is fine with him. He's not really worried about it, and it seems like he's better off this way. Like he likes this new plan and this new way that you guys are just friends and that's it, and that's how he wants it. So I would say he feels about you that he's fine with just the friends vibe and the friend zone, and that's about it. That's fine with him. He doesn't want more than that. I get him here reversed. Him like not wanting to put in personal effort. Yeah, if it's better than that, sometimes people are better off friends because they can't handle being more than that. So I would say that's how he feels, actually. He feels it's better this way. Oh boy, it's been so cloudy here. Like I hate when it's super cloudy, but it's nice and cool here today. It's like 70 degrees. It's so nice. I love the weather change finally. Finally, weather's changing. It's so nice. I can hear the guy using the leaf blower. It's perfect time to do lawn care and lawn work. Oh boy, it's always something. It's so early in the day. Mm. Actually, I would say no. It's not going to go that well. Um, I'm not getting nothing good on that, to be honest. I don't know if you've started it. I don't even know what that is, but as far as like me asking the question, it says no, it's not going to be good for your business. It's not going to work. It's a event. Hmm. Well, it's saying no. See, it's not going to go that well. You might have to cancel it. So if it's an event, then I would say the event might get canceled, and that's probably why it's not going to go well because it's not going to happen. Or it might get moved to like a later date or a different date or something like that. Because I get like the chariot reverse is like canceled plans and unexpected things happening, and like you'll be frustrated afterwards and be like, oh shit, you know, now what? Let me just check some. Hmm. Like there might be some, I don't know, like with this event, it looks like it's gonna be like a uncertain effort put forth towards the event, so it's not gonna end up being good because there's like a new set of plans that someone, like if it's organized by somebody else, like if it's organized by a person that's not certain about what they want in this event, then that's probably why. Like it seems like the people who are organizing it or dealing with it are not really putting forth the effort to bring people around to make it successful. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's the case. And if it's you putting on the event solely or having something to do with it, then you there has to be more promoting it and getting it out there so people can actually come. But if you're just attending the event and expecting the people that's putting it on to make it successful, it's probably not going to happen. You was going there to network. Well, it doesn't look that great. That's what I would say. I wish I had better news, but it's saying it's not going to work out the way you want it to. So if your expectation is really high for this event, it might not work out the way you want it. There might be something that happens where it doesn't go the way you want it and it ends up not being as good as you want it to be. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not going to lie to you, but you never know. It might change from now until then. If the event, the thing is if there's a change of plans for the event, then that's probably why I'm getting what I'm getting. Or maybe like something's gonna go wrong with the event where it's not gonna, something's gonna happen where maybe it might be the weather or something. I don't know. Like it could be something that messes up the event, and that's why it doesn't end up being as successful as you want it to be. So something's gonna happen there where plans get messed up. I hope not, but we'll see what happens. But I'm good with what spirit tells me. Yes, Miss Diamond. What's your problem? Yes, I know. Miss Diamond's over here. I know she's itching to eat her dinner, but not yet. It's not time yet, Diamond. Couple more minutes. 15 minutes. 15 minutes, Diamond. Then you can have your din din. Okay? I'm going to be on here for 15 more minutes and then I'm going to go take a break and I'll be back. But I'll be here for 15 more minutes. Dan, you said you got lost? Oh, shit. Well, at least you found the bathroom so you could relieve yourself. That was like me today when I went to this warehouse place and I was like, shit, I gotta pee. I was like, where the fuck's the bathroom around here? So then as I got towards like the counters to check out, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go outside and piss in the trees or something. I can't find the bath. I was like, oh yeah, the bathroom is right here. So it was open too. Nobody was in there. I was like, oh cool. Put my cart on the side. I said, I hope nobody takes my cart and puts my shit back. So I went inside. I went in the bathroom, did my thing, came back out. My cart was still there. I was like, oh phew, good. There was hardly anybody there anyway, so it worked out perfect for me. But when I came out, I knew where I was. Oh, you got Lens Crafters, yeah. I have to visit Lens Crafters next time I go away. That's where I got these glasses from 5 years ago. And they called me like 2 years ago and be like, "Oh, you got to get your checkup, Mr. Mark." I'm like, "Well, I'm not in Boston right now. I'm in Bermuda, but I should be going there one day eventually." And it's been 5 years since I've been. What's the matter, baby? Who you see? Huh? What's the matter? Who's that? Hmm? What's the matter, baby? Huh? You see somebody? Hmm? You see somebody? Who you see? Hmm? Who you see? You see somebody there? Who's there? Huh? Who's there? Hmm? Who's there, baby? You see somebody? Hmm? I don't see nobody. There's nobody there. You see a birdie? She's all looking outside, her ears all perked up. She sees something out there. I don't know what it is, but I don't see anything there. I don't see nothing. It's not a kitty cat. Kitty cat's gone. There were two different angels, and on the other side there, I was walking. So you took the wrong side. Dimey, dimey. You said you did. Now you're saying you didn't. I was about to say this guy just said he weed and he pissed and shit himself. Oh, that's good. At least you didn't. At least you didn't piss yourself and shit yourself. That's a good thing. Glad you clarified that. All right then. All right, I'm gonna be on here for another 10 minutes. So my sale is gonna be on for another 10 minutes. Where's my Irish crew? Ireland's playing Portugal right now, and Ireland's winning 1-0. Idiots. Lord have mercy. Looks like it's gonna rain, but it's not. It's like it's like weird high clouds, and then it's like the clouds are way up, and then the rest of the sky is blue down below. It looks so weird. It looks super weird right now. The sky. Bunch of idiots. I don't put nothing past you anymore, Dan. You 5 more minutes. Senior moment. There you go. Don't worry, I'm getting there. Oh, okay, that's what I wanted to check. I wanted to check if there's any rain in the area because it looks like it's gonna rain, but it's not. Let's see. Windy conditions will continue for the rest of the day. Wind gusts up to 26 miles an hour are making the temperature feel like 64. Sounds good. The next participation will be on Saturday with 60%. 60%. Today and tomorrow sees windy conditions. Feels like 64. Yeah, it does. Feels good. I love it. I love 60s and 70s. It's beautiful. Let's keep it that way. Sounds good to me. Yes. You know, I try to you know, make her understand that, it's all gonna be okay. I need to take care of sis. We have to take care of our sis. Make sure she's okay. I worry about her. And then again I don't, because I know spirit's taking care of her. Sometimes we have to, people need to be reassured of how life is and how life should be and how our mentality should be every day. You know. So well, you know what? What doesn't kill her makes her stronger. She's been through a lot. And I've known her for a while now. And from the day I met her till now, she's come a very, very long way. And I'm very impressed with her and very happy for her to be in the predicament of getting to a final issue being resolved. So with us helping her out and encouraging her has made her, you know, stay sane. We're all a big part of her life. So I want us to always help her as much as we can. She deserves, good friends like us to encourage her and to keep her on that straight and narrow path and don't let her, let up. When people are by themselves, it's worse. They become depressed or lonely. So whenever I can get a chance to bring some encouragement into her life and give her a pep talk like that, then that's great. Because we shouldn't be worried too much about things we can't control. Sometimes you just got let shit happen and it will. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's why I always make sure that she's okay. You know, I want everybody to be happy and to understand that there's life after you're bad. segments you go through. You know, it's never always going to be bad. It's never always going to be good. But one thing you can always be is stay positive and understand that there's a purpose and a reason for everything happening. And if you have a positive outlook, then you'll be all right. That's all. And other times you just have to make shit happen. You know, you gotta make shit happen. You gotta like not force yourself, but put yourself in a predicament where things can be better. So great. Ireland's beating Portugal 2-0. This shit's unheard of. They must be on crack. Look at that. We just preached your we just put you into existence. Dan and I were talking about you, and here you are. See that? Your tiny home is back. Yay! Is it all fixed and ready? Does it feel brand new and more like home? Yeah, see? It bring her in. It bring her in. We were talking about her, and see, look, she appeared. We all have that effect on each other. Sometimes when we talk about each other in the chat and we're not there, it ends up bringing us to the chat. It's pretty cool how that happens a lot. Oh, good, Tanya. Well, hopefully the camper's fixed and feels better and is better now. Hopefully the water is in there and the toilet's fixed. You winterized it. Yeah, yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, that's because the pipes will freeze or something, right? Or something like that. 'Cause I know you guys are cold as heck out there. Yeah, exactly. The busted pipes. Yeah. Yeah, that's all that matters. You can still use it while you're there, right? It's not like it's a big deal. Yeah, yeah. Well, the good thing is you could still use it, you know, when you need to. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. You can sort it out. As long as you got something there, you're good to go. Yeah, exactly. You're using the house's bathroom, so it's still yours anyway, right? So you can use it. Until it's yours, you can still use it. Yes, Miss Diamond. You ready now? All right, Diamond. Diamond wants her din din yum yums. She's looking at me now saying, "Yo, bro, it's time." It's almost like she has an Apple Watch with a buzzer on it to say, "Hey, it's dinner time." All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here and go get her some dinner and go sort out some other stuff. But I will be back tonight, obviously. I might even be back in a little while. I don't know. I'll see how it goes. I might come back and redo this sale. See how it goes. All right, guys. Love you too, Tanya. Glad you're okay. Glad everything's fixed and ready to go. Dan, Lucky, take care. I'll be back later.